We're in it, folks. This is WW3. We are in it. I'm going to show you that we're in it at the end of the video. I'm going to show you that Doug Ford's commercial is causing people to pick sides. And the Blame Canada folks, you're on the wrong side. But first up, I'm going to talk about that Doug Ford ad. And I'm going to show you that it was textbook. You will have heard by now that the advertisement featuring Ronald Reagan will be pulled from the air after the weekend, because we have some business to attend to. As folks in the US watch Canada beat them again, they will hear the words of Ronald Reagan saying that tariffs are a terrible idea. This advertisement was textbook, and I'm going to show you the textbooks. The first one, The Art of War. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him, pretend to be weak that he may grow arrogant. That remind you of anybody? Yes, this was the perfect move. See, because Trump sucked in the Reagan Foundation by saying it was fake, and the Reagan Foundation's all like, well, we didn't give permission for this, blah, 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 and all the diehard Reagan lovers, and there are a lot of them, are checking out the original audio, and they're saying, wait a sec, this isn't fake, this is what Reagan actually said. So he's not making friends, he's building enemies, which brings me to textbook number 2, The Prince by Machiavelli. Machiavelli said the prince should avoid being hated by the people, because being hated by the people causes an increased risk of conspiracy and overthrow by revolt. It's already happening. You know how they spent the last few years saying they're going to release those files, but now they're not releasing those files? Yeah. Overthrow by revolt. Increased risk of conspiracy. It's happening now. Add to that fire the voice of Ronald Reagan, and people are like, why are we supporting this? Speaking of support, Elizabeth May is supporting this commercial from Doug Ford. Jason Kenney is supporting this commercial from Doug Ford because it calls out the hypocrisy. I see the Blame Canada crowd is out in full force today. For them, it is a provocation, to quote America's greatest post-war president, articulating his lifelong opposition to protectionism. They're deeply concerned that Trump's feelings have been hurt. And now they're repeating Trump's laughable claim that Reagan was protectionist. Repeating the laughable claim that this was fake. You better believe that folks in the United States are listening to what Ronald Reagan had to say. They're on YouTube right now watching that video over and over and over again, listening to Ronald Reagan tell them how messed up this guy's plans are. Speaking of messed up plans, you know what this means, right? First up, I am sick and tired of the MAGA supporters and the Blame Canada crowd for going on about this ridiculous statement that just this little piece of the East Wing has been taken down. No, the whole thing is gone. There's the current photo. The whole thing is gone. Now, there are some content creators reminding people why this is important. It's not because of the architecture. Some of you really didn't pay attention to the action movies, did you? See, because that part of the East Wing was built in 1942 by Franklin Roosevelt. You remember 1942, right? That was the last WW. And under the East Wing is the Emergency Operations Center for the president's bunker. Now the whole thing is gone. What do you think he's going to build there? A ballroom? Is that what you think is going to go there? Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some structure over top of this, and it's probably going to be used as a ballroom. The question is this. Are they going to put a tent over here to cover the excavation? Or are they going to just, do the excavation in broad daylight? Because he needs a war bunker. And this is not a war against drugs, people. You don't send B-1 bombers for a war against drugs. You don't send the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest warship, when it's just about drugs. I told you about the oil and China and trying to starve China of oil. It's also about this. China's billions reshaped Caribbean economic and political landscape. China has been investing billions of dollars all over the world, in the Caribbean, in South America, and in Africa. Yeah, while the billionaires in the United States have been talking about, I want to go to Mars, or I want to fire a dick rocket into space, the Chinese have been investing in infrastructure that's going to help people. Things like hydroelectric dams, like massive ports, highways, shit like that. How dare they spend billions of dollars to help people? There must be something evil in this plan. And of course, the big worry is that this is the first WW in the Western Hemisphere. It's literally on the doorstep of the US. I don't think people really clued into this part. The US is within striking distance. What do you think is going to happen when the bombs start falling in the Republican strongholds of the South. You think? I guarantee that's what they think. That's why they're building a bigger bunker.